Hi, we have a great show for you tonight. We have various guests from the greatest fantasy football league in the world, probably the universe, the DBODB. This is the DBODB tonight! Welcome back to the 10th year anniversary of the DBODB. Our first guest is the commissioner and the co-commissioner. Please welcome David Troutline and Brad Fraley.
Hey, Adolfo, how are you?
How you doing, Adolfo?
Thanks for being on.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having us on.
All right, so how are you guys?
I'm doing great.
Doing great?
Yeah. End of another great season, and we're just excited to be here.
Great. Okay, so you guys were the creators of the DBODB, correct?
Yes,
correct.
That is
So
correct.
for those people that don't know what the DBODB is, could you explain it to us?
Well, I mean, in the literal sense, DBODB stands for the best of the best. And, you know, it's kind of hard to justify that as 14-year-olds and 11-year-olds that we are the best of the best, you know, when we created this league back in 2006.
Right.
But I think kind of as time has passed and, you know, we have developed as football players, it's rare that I come across another group of individuals that is either skilled or dedicated as we are. And I truly believe that we have achieved status as the best of the best, or DBODB.
So when did you guys start this league?
You know, we had always kind of talked about it, but, you know, we're like 12 years old, and I would go and check ESPN, and it cost $110 to start a league. And in 2004, ESPN lowered their, you know, they made it free leagues, and me and Joe over here, me and Dave, joined the league, and
Known this guy my whole life.
Yeah,
he calls
sorry.
me Joe all
Yeah.
life.
You guys look like great
On
friends.
television.
Great friends.
But me and Dave, we joined a league. He was the Taco Bell anal sprayers. I was the Walmarters, and Dave won the championship, and we were hooked.
That is what you do when you have Taco Bell.
I know. I was a smart kid.
Yeah,
and
you were. Very intellectual.
I think I just found out the correlation between Taco Bell and diarrhea, and I wanted to name my team after it.
Okay. David, you love to live your life on the edge. You're just living life to the fullest. Often encounter danger. Your profession is very dangerous. What happens if you guys die? Who would you least want to run the league?
Well,
The least fit person to run the DBODB?
Correct.
we have like
It's hard to
six.
say. Yeah, like 4 or 5 people come to mind. Obviously, Dustin and Markey. Power goes to their head too fast. Dreas has no idea what he's talking about at any specific point in time. Diego would probably cheat and lie his way to the top. I don't know. I think that's
It's
probably
a really tough question.
So
to ask.
so wait, I'm confused. So you guys are saying these people are incompetent and they don't know what they're doing, but they're in a league titled the best of the best. So what are they the best at?
Now, they are the best at their craft. Are they good at possibly being able to manage other humans and be able to organize things? No.
Are they good at living their lives? Keeping jobs?
Yeah, honestly.
No.
I'm surprised they've made it this far.
Being a functional member of society? Absolutely not.
So you guys are just
Driving vehicles?
Let me give you a little example. Dreas, okay? Dreas, this guy last year, he tries coming at me. He says, "Hey, Brad, I've fallen on some hard times. I can't get you my entry fee right away." And I go, "Okay, Dreas, that's fine." And, you know, we use the Venmo app, and that, you know, shows all the payments and stuff. And this guy cannot get me his payment until the following year. Meanwhile, I'm watching all these payments for, like, fast food and this and that. He's going to rave after rave after rave after rave after rave.
A lot of raves.
And he can't pay me my league fees. And do I think that guy could organize and do what me and David does? Do what we does? No.
No one does what we do.
Okay, so this is my next question. Does the DBODB have a rave problem?
Yes.
In 100 years, where do you see the DBODB?
That's something I wonder about often, to be honest. You know, I fear for the day, you know, because like I mentioned in the past, my day will come when I do pass.
Right.
And I plan on having multiple children. Which one of my kids do I pass that to? Which one of my kids do I pass my spot in the league to? And I think that's a question that each person in this league is going to have to face someday. You know, some people sooner than others. And I think we can stay strong, and we can groom and train replacements and elect a new commissioner for when me and David pass. You know, probably one of our kids, except Dreas's.
The DBODB will evolve and it will survive. I mean, we're old fashioned. I don't know if there'll ever be a woman in the league, but I think we have written it in our laws that can't happen. I mean, but you never know.
All right,
Thank you,
thank you for partaking.
There you go.
We'll be
Thank
right
you.
back after this break. Welcome back to the 10th year anniversary of the DBODB. Our next guest is last year's champion and this year's worst player in the league, Kyle Hanlon.
How you doing?
Okay,
So nice to
so
be here.
thanks for being here.
Great set.
Thanks for being here. So when you first entered the league, what kind of human were you? What did you do? What was your occupation?
Kind of human. I think I was a good human.
You were a good
I like to think I was a good human.
Now you're a cop, correct?
Now I'm a cop.
The word around the league is you won last year because, I mean, you had so much time in your hands being a cop.
Yeah.
And they don't really do much. How often did you check your fantasy lineup on your laptop in your cop car?
Last year, okay. So last year I was actually on training, a boss. This year I went to have my own car, and I work nights. So what do? Before Sunday night, pull my car behind a dark building, park my car, turn my music on real loud, turn the heater up, pull my little Snuggie up, and just look at fantasy football stuff. Well, you see what a lot of good that did me.
Yeah, apparently.
I think I'm just gonna start letting the cards fall where they may, and just picking my team in the beginning of the year, set my lineup each week, and just let it be.
We thank Kyle Hanlon for being with us here tonight. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back after this break.
Cheating is for the weak. It takes a strong man to be able to look at that box score in the eyes and say, I lost, but I lost like a man. Marky, Dustin, Nolan, they run. They run scared because they can't deal with it. Be a man. Face your deficits and deal with it. Mother Budger.
Welcome back to the DBODB 10th year anniversary. Our next guests have been part of a feud, bunch of rumors and talks, and we're going to have them on so they can clear the air. Please welcome Kyle Troutwine and Andreas Flortino.
Hey, thanks for having me, Dolph.
So,
Hey, Dad.
how long have you been in the DBODB, Dre?
I was in the DBODB since there ever was a DBODB.
So you were a founding member.
I'm a founding member. I actually used to have a pretty important role. I used to run our Twitter, but that kind of backfired on me because I just wasn't very good at it.
Right. So who runs that now?
I don't think we have one anymore. I think there was a time where Richard Cavazos attempted, and he failed pretty terribly.
Like usual?
Yes, like usual Richie does.
Okay. What about you, Kyle? How long have you been in?
Me too. I've been in here since the beginning.
Founding member also?
Founding member, yeah.
Have you won any championship?
I haven't won any championships yet, but I have gotten second and third place.
But
So that's pretty good.
Second place is still losing though.
Yeah, but I'm just happy I got the experience. I made it to the championship, and unfortunately things just didn't turn out the way that they did. I hate you, Brad. But it's just kind of how it goes sometimes.
How does it feel losing to the biggest dweeb in DBODB?
It's quite awful. It's the worst thing.
Right.
He sweats a lot. He kind of smells funny. And he's an accountant, so that's a triple threat of suckiness.
Right.
So that's all I have to say about that. I'd like to move on.
Okay. All right. I'll leave you alone. Kyle, you've won a championship, correct?
Yes, sir. I won one. I beat Kyle. No Kyle here.
Kyle versus Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You beat Kyle Hanlon. I remember that.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get into the juicy part of this, the thick slab of meat. What is going on between you two? There's been rumors going around. You guys hate each other. There's like tons of crap talking. You threaten to punch him. What's going on here?
We're talking about the beginning, years ago.
Right.
DBODB was in a different place. Regulations were down.
It was like the Wild Wild West.
Wild West. I've explained that before.
Okay.
I threatened to punch Andreas for a player. It was a fair trade too, but I just gave a little extra incentive. To trade, and it went through, and it didn't help me that well.
Let me stop you there, Kyle, and let me tell you this, Dolph. I've been a part of several illicit trades in what we call the underground.
For some reason, people just like to take advantage of me, and I don't really appreciate it.
I think you just have to stand up for yourself. Just tell people no means no, and just don't let them violate you.
It's really hard when you have people threatening you to beat you up, physical, and it's also very hard when your own brother is trying to think he's helping you.
Do you feel that the commissioner or the hierarchy in this league is good for the league or bad?
Let me say this: there's no better commissioner out there than B. Frey.
Wow.
No better. He gets a lot of hate. I mean, when you're in a position of power, you get that hate sometimes. People complain, Dustin and Andreas, and they just don't understand Marky. They don't understand the work that goes in. And, yeah, there's no better commish.
So I'm sensing here that you're against the hierarchy.
Oh, I'm
the
against
system.
all of it. I'm against the system. Fight it. Fight the power, man.
Okay, so I see similarities here. Brad being Hitler.
100%.
You being a poor, weak, feeble Jew or German, maybe.
Yes.
Not Aryan.
You have David, Stalin. I could be a low class Russian, or maybe even Mussolini. That would work pretty well.
And
I
so
think.
who would So you are for this dictatorship.
It's not a dictatorship.
I think we've made that very clear.
So
it is a dictatorship.
Is
Not
the
even
league
close.
is the league considered
Every single opening ceremonies, we have a vote.
A vote for what?
Anything we want to change?
That's not true. There's
What are
never
you
been
talking-
any vote.
What are you talking
It's
about?
all Brad. I'm gonna do this, and David. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. Like,
Wait, I have one question though. Is the league considered a democracy?
100% not.
Yes, it's a definition of a
People
democracy.
say it's a democracy?
People say it is a dictatorship.
They say it's a dictatorship or they say it's a
Again,
democracy?
They
People
say
like
that
Dustin,
it is a dictatorship.
Marky and Brad.
And
Not
Andreas.
Brad, Dustin, Marky, and this guy.
Hold up a little competition for you guys. How good are you at chugging cold water?
I'd have to say I'm the king.
The king of
The
chugging
king.
water.
They
Alright.
they don't call me King Dre for nothing.
Well, let's prove
You're
it.
chugging water.
Let's get a reach.
Whoa, oh, you want this one?
Alright, I'll tell you guys when to
Kick cap
go.
off or leave cap on? Is cap part of the...
Cap, no, take cap off.
Oh, this is pretty cold. Should we hold it to our mouth like
No.
this?
No.
Down here? Put it
On
on
your knee, on your knee. Okay, ready, set, go.
No squeeze.
Dude, you got
Wow.
beat, right? You
No
got
squeeze.
beat.
I guess
Buffalo.
every king has to lose his throne at some point, right?
Alright, well, there you have it. So that's it. Thank you for being on. I'm glad that we settled your guys' differences. Do you guys want to hug it out?
Yeah, I think a hug is
Hug it out.
very proper.
Come on, bring it in, guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, you guys are still warm.
That was a good hug. We like to do a little segment here called Mean Tweets, where guests read mean tweets directed towards them. Would you guys mind partaking?
No, I would love to.
Not at all. Perfect. So you would receive the tweets and just read them.
Troutline Brothers, you guys had high hopes. Top seeded, and all three of you crapped your pants and went crying to mama. At least Ryan did. Kyle and David were consoled by their beautiful brides, in which they both went Ray Rice on them.
I do not feel safe knowing that people like Kyle Hanlon can be a cop. F the police.
At Banana Boys 4, dude, so chill. That guy just scored a banging touchdown. That's so casual. Bro, where's my vid? Dre's probably.
Dustin Fraley, Santa Claus is not real.
At Brad trims his leg hair as commanded by his fiance. He's a great commish, but I mean, come on.
Kyle Hanlon's season was almost as bad as a dog biting your nuts.
From Andreas, sorry you're related to your douchebag brother. What?
To Malou0101, tough think of worse teams that have done well in the last 5 years than David's yearly pile of crap. Hashtag perks of being a pastor, hashtag God's favorite.
Uncle Mike's freaking old. Dude's old enough to be my dad. Respect your elders. Probably am.
At Brad's fantasy football season was more rough than tax season for him. That's
at Dustin is probably going to be a stay-at-home dad. Dude's barely held a job, playing games his whole life. Get a job. Hashtag trophy husband. I mean, is there anything wrong with that?
Kyle Haley has as many testicles as he has championships. He has 1 testicle and 1 championship.
At least Andres' frat brows, B-R-O-W-S instead of bros, will be there to comfort him after this season. You know, they do always have my back.
In order from best to worst in terms of quality of leadership, Joseph Stalin, Adolf Hitler, Hillary Clinton, at Brad Fraley.
Uncle Mike ate too many beans and crapped his pants setting his lineup for the semifinals. Hashtag Mexican problems.
I didn't even get a chance to look at the final standings in fantasy football, but I'm just going to assume Andreas was last. That's pretty funny because I was in 9th place this year.
9th place.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
The commish. Really, this guy's too busy with 14 different fantasy leagues. Where's your commitment to DBODB? And it showed in your horse bleep team. It's gonna get worse before it gets better since you're marrying that psychotic, homely looking hag. Jordan. Well, Uncle Mike.
Hello, welcome back to the 10th year DBODB anniversary. Our next guest is a man that's near and dear to all of our hearts, Uncle Mike.
Whoa. Nice try.
Hello, man. How you doing?
Great. Thank you for being on.
No problem, man.
Well, first things first. You're the oldest one in the league. How do you feel about being the oldest person in the league?
It feels great, you know. You know, I can see these guys. They all look up to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they all want to be like me. You know, have a family, kids. You know, good life.
That's true. When did you join the league? Are you fairly new or?
I think I've been in the league for 5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
And what do you think about the league?
It's a great league.
Yeah.
It's a great league. I've learned a lot. I've come close. This year I should be champion.
Okay. Wow.
I should be champion. And those guys out there know it too.
Okay. Thanks for being a guest. We appreciate it.
No problem. Cockroaches. Be back. 2016.
So you just won the championship to the best fantasy football league in the world, probably the universe.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have a place set for the trophy?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna look at it and just think about how awesome I am.
Are you gonna wear the blazer?
I'll wear the blazer.
What are you gonna do with the money?
You know, I've had a couple ideas.